One word, atrocious. Giving me high school production vibes. It was very much a video skit for your friend who's a film production major who asked you to be in his short film. It really was not it. Hello girls, boys, and babies. Welcome back to Black Wahala. And today I will be ranking some holiday movies that I've seen over the years. I'll be reviewing the movies for their plot, acting, lessons, because you know every Christmas movie has a lesson for us, and overall experience. So let's get into it. Beginning with a classic, Last Holiday. It stars Queen Latifah and LL Cool J, and it is a remake of the 1950 original film, Last Holiday. It's a story about a woman named Georgia who lives a very closed and small and sheltered life. When she finds out that she has Lampington's disease and a few tumors in her brain, and she has only a few weeks to live, she basically packs up her stuff, quits her horrible job, and collects all her money and travels to the hotel that she's always dreamed of visiting. While I loved seeing Queen Latifah's character travel and live this life of luxury and open up her world, I hated the fact that she was so gracious to the characters in the film. There were some really mean characters in this film, and she was just really accommodating and really gracious. I understand that was part of her characterization, but she could have been a little bit meaner. Also, the plot twist wasn't all that surprising. I think most people saw it coming like well within when it was mentioned in the film. So it's not the absolute worst romantic film I have seen plot-wise. So for me, it gets a 6.5 out of 10 for its plot. Obviously, Queen Latifah was an amazing fit, but the one actor that really surprised me was LL Cool J. I didn't really expect to really like his character that much, but I think he did a really good job of selling the character to me. So for the acting in this film, I give it a 6.5 out of 10. Most Christmas movies always have a lesson for us, and of course this movie did not disappoint on that front. Obviously, Georgia learns the lesson of putting herself first and taking care of herself and going after the things that she wants in life. And those aren't bad lessons to learn, I guess, so it's okay. But in my opinion, she really did not have to get a disease to learn any of those lessons. I hate it when movies do that. So because of that, I'm giving the movie a 6 out of 10 on its lessons. Overall, the movie is getting a good 6 out of 10 for me. It's an average score, but it is a favorite in my household. So, you know, that's why I'm looking at it so favorably. Next, we have the star-studded bonanza that is This Christmas. It was okay, I guess. Usually movies about siblings and families reuniting at the holidays are supposed to make you feel really warm, but honestly, it was really hard for me to believe that Idris Elba, Regina King, Sharon Leo, and Chris Brown were all supposed to be family members. Also, I am super tired of seeing Loretta Devine playing this like broken down, beat down mom who is hiding secrets from her children. It's tired, I'm tired. So I give it a 5 out of 10. This was truly a mixed bag for me. To me, the best performances in this film have to be Sharon Leo and Regina King as the two rival sisters. That was the relationship that felt the most real to me in this movie. Idris Elba was Idris Elba. Yeah. Chris Brown. So this was back when Chris Brown was just a cute Ute and not a menace to society. And he was okay as an actor. Of course, he had to sing in this movie, which I thought was really funny. So his performance was, was okay. So I give this movie a 6 out of 10 for its acting. This was your typical lesson about the importance of family. Nothing all that groundbreaking. Sometimes it was a little bit cheesy at some points, but it did its job. Lesson-wise, I think it deserves a solid 6 out of 10. When it comes to this Christmas overall, I'm giving it a 5.6 out of 10. Woo! This movie, I actually really, really liked watching this movie at Christmas. Walter, who is played by Danny Glover, invites his 4 dysfunctional children home for Christmas a year after their mother has died, hoping that they can put aside their problems and get along for Christmas. It's another film with a star-studded cast with actors like Kimberly Elise, obviously Danny Glover, Gabrielle Union, Monique, even Carrie Hilson is in this movie. When I tell you this movie was truly hilarious in various ways, like, it was funny. I mean, the scene with Cheryl and her gun is still the funniest thing I've seen in a while in a Christmas movie. It was hilarious.
Did I say something wrong?
You said a lot of things wrong.
You want to meet Grandma? Well, here she is.
Oh my God!
Y'all know who Grandma was? That was not Grandma! This is ridiculous! Somebody say something!
Lonnie, what the hell is going on?
Shut up!
I'm his wife, you dumb bitch.
Who you calling a dumb bitch?
You dumb bitch, young bitch, silly bitch, dead bitch. She got the gun, bitch. Lonnie, if you're gonna bring bitches in here, bring a smart bitch.
While the movie has a super, super typical plot, I think the comedy aspect was what made the movie very, very enjoyable. I'm going to give this movie a 7 out of 10 for its plot. I think everyone did a really good job acting-wise, but when I tell you that I died laughing at every time Monique showed up on screen, she literally made this movie. But much like this Christmas, it was a star-studded cast. But I could actually believe that they were all family in a way that I could never believe that the cast in this Christmas was family. Like, the chemistry between the actors just felt more real, more natural. So I give this film an 8 out of 10 for its acting chops. While this movie doesn't ham up the lessons portion as much as the other films I've already mentioned, it does have a typical lesson of the importance of family, so I give it a 6 out of 10. Overall, I give this movie a solid score of 7 out of 10. I really did enjoy it. Different from the typical Tyler Perry Christmas movie, and of course, the gorgeous Tika Sumpter was included. I didn't find it as funny as Madea movies of the past, and usually I do find Madea movies funny. Y'all, that was a lie. That was a damn lie. And I think around this time was when the Madea movies were being heavily produced and being released, and like there were a lot of Madea series, and at the same time, little production time was spent actually making the movies. So 5 out of 10. It was okay. Typical Tyler Perry standards. 5 out of 10. Typical Tyler Perry movie lessons with a twist, as it was centered on an interracial couple. So I'm not sure at that point if Tyler Perry had made any movies about interracial couples. Maybe he had, but I felt like this was a little bit of a nicer twist, or a cooler twist, I guess. So 5 out of 10. That makes a Madea Christmas totaling an overall score of a very, very average 5 out of 10. This movie was really bad, y'all. Like, the plot is somewhat interesting for a Christmas movie, more original than most with the radio station angle. Also, I really did buy that they were a family, so I guess they got that on the mark, but it missed the mark on literally everything else. Comedy, drama, romance, it felt so contrived and so forced. The jokes were not funny, and I thought it had been made like a few years before than it actually was. Interestingly enough, this is a Netflix Christmas original. So yeah, I see Netflix Christmas originals will never really be that great. I somehow was also expecting more though, because I thought that it would be better than the others, but I have absolutely no idea why. I think the trailer seemed really interesting. I think that's why I thought that, but you guys, y'all, it really was not. 5 out of 10. One word: atrocious. Giving me high school production vibes. It was very much a video skit for your friend who's a film production major who asked you to be in his short film. It really was not it. A 4 out of 10. The lessons were very typical, but also short-lived and just all right, I guess. I am tired of movies referencing the family and home as a place to go back to gain your values.
It's getting weird.
But that is the usual lesson in Christmas movies, I guess. So, a 5 out of 10. That gives A Holiday Rush an average score of 4.6 out of 10. So, at the top, we have Almost Christmas with a score of 7 out of 10. In the second place, we have A Last Holiday with a 6 out of 10. And in third place, we have This Christmas with an average score of 5.6 out of 10. In fourth place, it goes to A Madea Christmas with a score of 5 out of 10. And in last place is Holiday Rush with a score of 4.6 out of 10, child. I honestly believe I was very gracious with my scores, but this is my ranking of some of the Black holiday movies I have seen. Let me know in the comments what you thought of my rankings. Also, let me know your favorite holiday movies, all Black cast or not. I would like to hear them, maybe get a recommendation and watch something. So, thank you for watching. This was a quick and fun video just for the holidays. I just wanted to do something lighthearted and fun because this year really has been a year with COVID and the stress of life included. I thought a video like this would be nice to make. I hope everybody has a nice holiday, and I will see you all in the new year with some new and exciting content. Looking forward to a change of space, pace, scenery, time. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on the socials and support me on Patreon if you'd like. All right, bye.